The social political stress we're all navigating, it is like DEFCON 10. And in this environment, it makes health, healing, relief feel like it's impossible. Nonetheless, many of us aren't even considering about how to make this sustainable. Hi, my name's Morgan. I'm an intuitive holistic psychologist and coach, and I help intersectional sensitive people and empaths live an intention-filled, empowered life. Each month, I answer a question from my newsletter subscribers about decolonized holistic mental health and healing. So stay tuned to hear this month's question. And I want to say to you, happy real new year. It being the spring equinox, it's the real new year. It's the time when the birds come out and our bodies start to wake up. So I want to say happy new year to you. Okay, so this month's question is for the new year to kick it off is, how do I make my healing journey sustainable? And when I think about that, so many things just come to my mind, but a few things definitely come right to the forefront. And that first aspect is that health and healing is based in a relationship with yourself, period. And hopefully the relationship that you're going to have with yourself is going to, again, be the template for all the other relationships that you're going to have in your life. Whether that's with people that you've known, family members, new people, whoever they may be, because you're setting a standard for yourself. And this relationship you're having with yourself, the number one thing about it is it needs to be couched in love. So you'll hear a lot of people talk about self-love and the wellness industry, and a lot of it, I'm going to be honest with you, seems very, very, very cliche. It seems like a lot of times we're just trying to make $1. You'll hear some people kind of talk about the Starbucks spirituality. I know that's on the block. I know that's around the corner. We want to kind of turn that down, and we want to think about the people who have really lived the longest on this earth, right? And with them, there's a sense of respect and dignity that they have for themselves, and it comes from a place of genuine love and respect for themselves. And so self-love genuinely, and again, we can always talk about that more. If you want to talk about that more, I can help you one-on-one, and I can talk about that later if you'd like, is the first principle. It's the cornerstone to real health and healing, and having a relationship with yourself that's truly based in love and acceptance. The second aspect I would say would be to look at health and healing from a holistic standpoint. So again, we're not just looking through health and healing through a Western paradigm. It's not just an annual checkup. Again, it's not just a crisis emergency model. It's not just a let's be less symptomatic model. We want to look at it through the holistic health lens. And we look at health and healing that way. We're looking at our daily routines. We're looking at what we're eating. We're looking at the mind, body, spirit system connection. We're looking at spirituality. We're looking at all the different facets. We're looking at financial health. It's going to touch everything. Our sleeping habits. Because again, this is all about how can I incorporate and love myself more, thinking about all the different areas of my life. Even thinking about movement. We don't need to think about it from a purely exercise standpoint unless that's something that energizes you and empowers you. When we understand that health is a holistic situation, it starts to make sense a little bit more about how we want to care for ourselves in each and every one of these individual areas, and we eventually become healthier. We want to be more real with ourselves, because that's what you do with somebody that you love, right? We're real. And then we want to figure out, hey, how can I take steps to help this person and love this person? And how can I meet all the different facets of me? Inner me, younger me, previous me that did things, you in the future, right? Who you'll evolve to be, that as well. Your inner divinity incorporates all of it. So that definitely makes health and healing sustainable. Another tip when I think about this, if we're having a relationship with ourselves, we're understanding that health incorporates all these different areas, I would say it definitely would be a spiritual practice, particularly for us intersectional sensitive people and empaths. Again, a lot of us haven't always had the most pleasant situations with religion and spirituality, but because we do feel and perceive energy, we want to have a healthier relationship with spirituality. And the reason I say that is personal development, growth, understanding universal principles, how to read, understand energy, getting connected with your intuition, your knowing. All these things are connected to your spiritual practice. Without a spiritual practice that is leading you in a healthy way to know yourself more and build more awareness about who you are and the world that you're living in, which includes navigating energy, it's going to feel like you have blinders on. So I know me personally, that's why one of the services that I've made for intersectional sensitive people and empaths, it always includes intuitive feedback, because developing a healthy sense of spirituality is super important to health and healing, because that is really what's going to give yourself the gateway to be able to hear your inner divinity. That's cornerstone, that relationship with yourself. It may seem a little confusing what I'm saying, because I said, hey, you need to have a relationship with yourself. Now I'm saying, okay, you want to be able to hear your inner self. So yes, it's a little bit different. Where in the first aspect, we just generally want to have that self-love and have that relationship. But hopefully your relationship with all the different aspects of yourself is going to deepen. That happens through practically standing by yourself and having those healthy routines and holistic health. And also your spiritual practice is what we're talking about now. So that 100% makes health and healing sustainable. So hopefully this was helpful to you. It's always good to see you and to hear the different questions that you have to ask. And if you would like help, I offer integrative holistic therapy, which is a blend of case management, advocacy, and light email tech support, in addition with decolonized holistic mental health or therapy that incorporates intuitive feedback. So now you can see why that's super important, to be able to connect you with your knowing while you're navigating systems and practically putting things in place to build your empowerment and your knowing and you living healthier in this world, even though it is the era of post-colonialism falling. And I also have intuitive healing sessions where I will listen to you on multiple levels, including what your higher self is saying, mirror that energy back to you, and answer any questions you have about your healing journey. Or healing in particular. I'll be able to help you out with that. So here's to you, and Happy New Year. Here's to us. And I hope you're enjoying the warmer weather. Hope you're taking it more easy as we're all starting to think about health and healing as the sun is shining a little bit more. Hopefully this will help you. Happy New Year. Happy spring equinox. Happy New Year.